Taiwan's National Changshan Institute of Science and Technology President Shang Zhongcheng said he can unman the F-5 fighter jets being retired by the Taiwan Air Force to deal with frequent incursions of People Liberation Army aircraft into Taiwan's airspace. F-5E, which has been in Taiwanese Air Force service for more than 4 decades, marked the start of Taiwan's national aircraft national manufacturing. During that period, the Government and Aviation Industry Development Center collaborated on the Wuhan project, which produced a quarter of the world's F-5E fighters for Taiwan. According to reports from the Central News Agency, China Times and United Daily News, Taiwan's AIDC T-5 Brave Eagle advanced trainer aircraft will be mass-produced and gradually delivered to the Air Force. It will replace approximately 40 F-5 fleet training aircraft in service for over 50 years. The F-5 is expected to be completely retired in the fourth quarter of the next year. According to Taiwan's Ministry of National Defense, and 45 Brave Eagle advanced trainer aircraft will be produced that year, 33 deployed at the Taitung Shihang Air Base and 12 at the Gangshan Air Force Base. On May 4, Taiwan's Minister of National Defense Chiu Kong-cheng went to the Legislative Yuan's Foreign Affairs and National Defense Committee to report on the Sea and Air Power Enhancement Plan, the progress of the F-16 new fighter aircraft procurement and response measures, and was prepared for the questioning. Democratic Progressive Party Wang Dingyu asked whether it was possible to unman the retired F-5 fighter jets to deal with PLA aircraft incursions into Taiwan's airspace, which not only consumes the time of the Air Force pilots but also compresses the training time of young pilots as well as safety and fuel issues. Zhang Zhongshen verified in response that the Changshan Institute of Science and Technology is researching unmanned and target drones. He emphasized that the extant technology at the institute can certainly accomplish this. The Cold War fighter jets that were once the backbone of the mainland China are also about to be retired, and the Beijing government plans to convert hundreds of deactivated armed aircrafts into drones that could be used to attack Taiwan. The state-run Global Times reported on February 21 that the last Chengdu J-7 fighter jet, a Chinese copy of the Soviet MiG-21 from the 1960s, could be retired entirely this year. However, that does not mean they will no longer fly. There are signs that the Chinese government will convert the J-7 into a suicide drone for a large-scale attack against Taiwan. According to Global Times, the decommissioned J-7s can be used for training and testing or converted into unmanned aerial vehicles and serve new roles in modern warfare. Retrofitting conventional aircraft into unmanned combat aerial vehicles is relatively inexpensive, but they retain mainly human-specific features. The modified airframe's performance, maneuverability, and payload capacities are identical to those of the original platform. They also reduce the risk of combat casualties.